Hi everyone. So I wanted to do a little video really quickly. I still having a few questions about like how to debug the code, or like our code doesn't work and we're trying to figure out what the problem is, or kind of like where the problem is happening in our code. So I wanted to go through this pretty quickly. It's going to be a very hopefully like a very short video, just to give you guys kind of like a refresher on debugging. Um, right, so let's get started. So I am going to make a sketch really quickly, and it's going to be our function setup per usual, and function draw again per usual. I'm going to create a canvas that's going to be 800 by 800. And let's give it a background. Let's make that background black. And let's make a rectangle that's at 400, 400, 200, 200, right? So I've already hit go down here. We can see that I have a rectangle on the point that we wanted it to, so that's great. So we're going to keep coding, and maybe next we want to like make an ellipse, and let's make this ellipse at 100, 100, 200, 220. And I ran the code, but like nothing happened, and my screen's like completely blank. Obviously there's something wrong. So what we can do again is either come up here to developer and go to views and developer and then JavaScript console, or we can control click and go to inspect and then console. And we see that there is an error. We see that there's nothing showing up on our screen. We see that there's an error, and it says invalid or unexpected token. And right next to it, it says sketch.js :10. And what that tells you is just that we have an error on line number 10. And if we look at our code, we can see like the line numbers on the side of our code. We come down here and we see number 10. Oh, I put like an I in there. I meant to, I think I meant it to be like 220. I can go ahead and fix that and run it again, and now it should work, right? So pretty straightforward. We also had, there's like some other issues that are popping up. One is if we do a function preload, I know that we're in kind of like our data visualization section right now. If we do function preload, and I do like a load table in like data, CSV, and I run this, we obviously get another error. It says loading at the top, which tells us specifically that we have a problem with our preload function, right? If you're getting like a loading error, chances are it's going to be in an error in the preload function. And that's because it's looking for data slash data.csv, but I don't have a data slash data.csv in here. So I would have to go ahead and kind of like put that in. I would like make a new folder, data, and inside of it, I would make a new file, data.csv, and this is, we can make a CSV if we want to. We'll say red 5, and maybe it has like a header that's like color number, right? So obviously we're not doing anything with that data at all, but we can see that the error has gone away. There's no more loading at the top, and our sketch is running fine. And that's because it was able to go inside of our data folder and find our data.csv file that we're looking for. So that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Just kind of like show you the debugging again, going over like the numbers on the side of our sketches that correspond with line numbers where you might have errors. Now it's on an error again on sketch at line number 13, and if we look at line number 13, that's probably where we'll find our error. That's not 100% true. It's not like 100% accurate, and there are times when you'll get kind of like a cascade of different errors, and you'll kind of have to sort through it. And in that case, you'll just have to like kind of look around inside of the errors and try to figure out like what line makes the most sense for it to fail on. But that's it. Next time, I hope to post a video on data visualization, which should be coming up in a couple of minutes. See ya.